Hey guys, it's James Bene and I'm here in Los Angeles, and I woke up this morning to the beautiful sounds of rain. I actually love the rain. It really brings me into a state of meditation and inward searching. So that's what I did this morning. I sat and I listened to the rain, and I went inside and I went deep, and I almost allowed the rain to kind of wash away any emotional blockages or fears that I might have about my life and moving forward in my life. And meditation is a great tool to do that, but mixed with nature, I feel it's like a double whammy. And then when I came out of this meditation, I received an email, and it said, James, I'm having a lot of problems at work internalizing the things that my boss is saying to me. What can I do? I'm assuming that this person's boss is maybe pushing her in a negative direction or criticizing her work and what have you. And my answer to that is change your perception. You know, not everyone knows how to communicate in a correct manner. Some people are very stuck on criticism or judgment, or they're stuck in a place of ego, or they're stuck in a place of power. And truthfully, sometimes people get off on using that, especially anyone that has a higher position of power. So you have to understand, everyone is coming from an unhealed place. The ego is unhealed. The ego is saying, I'm better than you, right? That's a lot of what our ego says. Oh yeah, I'll show you I'm better. And that's most likely what this person's boss feels. Right? It could also be a sense of frustration. You know, we have to understand that our actions have consequences. And I don't know how this woman is presenting herself at work. You know, I'm not sure how many strikes she has against her. And sometimes it comes to the point where people snap, even people you might admire. I'm assuming if she works in this place, she wants to be there, right? You always have the option to leave, to quit, right? Choices. Life is full of choices. So choose not to take things personally. It's kind of like a reworking of your brain. You know, water off a duck's back. It's coming from a place, a real place within her boss's mind and perception of her. So we have to honor that. So you honor what people say to you, but you have to kind of rip off the drama, rip off the judgment, rip off everything else that comes with it, and just kind of go deep into the depth of the meaning of what they're saying, right? And then if you can get to the truth of what they're saying, then perhaps you won't internalize it, because the truth sets us free. But something that we get hit with that involves judgment or anger, you know, or ego, what's going to happen, it's going to go to a place within us where our ego is ready to fight. And so we have to really control that fight or flight within us. And words could be hurtful, I do get that. But who is the bigger person, right? You have to understand, how do you want to show up? How do you want to react to any negativity that you receive at work? What is your part in receiving this negativity? Because if you weren't putting something out into the universe that has a negative connotation, or, you know, you could be a slacker, right? Or not doing your job fully. If you're putting that out, then what can you imagine you would receive back? You know, everyone deals with things in a different way. And we have to honor the place that they are in. Maybe, you know, her boss is stressed out. Maybe, you know, he or she has a lot going on at home. There's so many different factors that could lead to how someone reacts. And so we have to understand that. It's like a lot of bullets being shot at us at once. And perhaps, you know, a lot of them aren't really meant to hit us, but they do. We're kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time. So A, listen. B, take accountability for what you put out in order to receive that. C, be the bigger person, right? Don't meet that person with their drama. Just smile and nod and say yes and move on. And before you leave work, make a conscious effort to leave that shit, excuse my French, there. You don't want to take it home with you. You leave it there. Even if you're mad as hell, leave it at work. Get out of work, get in your car, start driving, and scream your head off if you have to. Let out that anger so that when you walk into your home, which is your peaceful place, you're not bringing in that heavy energy. And I feel like if you do that consciously, you won't have such an issue with internalizing life in general. Remember, life is full of drama. No one said working for someone is easy, but the whole point of life and spirituality and mindfulness is to find the zen within the storm of life. And if your boss represents a storm, then you have to find that zen within it, right? You have to be the one to do that because he or she isn't going to hand you that option. You have to choose that option. You have to choose to let go and surrender and live peacefully in the flow of your existence. And if you don't choose that and you choose anger and ego and worry and, pain, then that's what's going to be magnified in your life. And then your boss and your job is just going to represent deep pain and suffering for you. We don't want to put that intention on your work, even if it's not what you want to do with your life right now. You don't want to ever inject something that you are doing in your life with suffering, with pain, with the idea that it's impossible, because then your life will become impossible. So I hope this helps you, and I hope this helps my client understand maybe how to navigate this very tough situation. The outcome of this is perhaps the universe is telling you need to work for yourself, that you shouldn't have bosses in your life, that perhaps you need to become more of an entrepreneur so that you don't deal with these types of dramatic energies. So think about it and have a great rainy day, guys. Take care.